Welcome into KSL Sports Rewind's Game of the Week. Coming to you live from Bountiful High School as we've got ourselves a whale of a matchup. The Northridge Knights coming down to take on the Redhawks of Bountiful High School. Thanks for joining us, everyone. My name is Dane Stewart. Thrilled to be joined by Tim Haslam. Tim, this has been a great matchup the last several years here in the state. We expect another great one here tonight.
It has. You know, these are two great programs in 5A. That are always in that, playoff contention, playoff suggestions, looking to get to the quarterfinals. Wouldn't surprise me to see both of these teams there, quite frankly. So we're excited for this matchup. Should be a good one.
Yeah, let's start with the Northridge Knights. They come in 1-1. They defeated Layton and then had to take on Corner Canyon. That's an angry Charger team right now. They fell down early. We're talking with Coach Keller. He loved the way that his group kind of stayed in that. They notched 8 goals. They said that's the most we've ever scored against them. He was really pleased with their effort. And this is a group that is extremely young for Northridge.
They are, but they can play, right?
They can.
Coming into this game, lots of great players. Excited to see what they do today.
They've got the sophomore Daxton Kendall between the pipes today. And look out for Lance Keller. The senior will be their face-off guy. He's at .947 on the year from the spot. But this Bountiful team, they're 2-0, wins over Box Elder and Payson. And they've got a very capable junior keeper in Ivan Holt, 667 save percentage. But Carter Terry, this young man can be an absolute beast for the Redhawks.
I was at their game against Payson. Just wanted to come see what he was all about, and I left really impressed. He's everything as advertised. 7 goals, 6 assists coming into this one.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how Northridge tries to neutralize him. You mentioned the 6 assists. He can find his guys. It was one of the things for Coach Keller. He said, look, we got to be real intentional on that second slide and trying to help make sure we don't overcommit, undercommit. Going to be very keyed into how they play that as Northridge here getting this opening face-off win. And the Knights coming ahead here to establish the offense. This is the aforementioned Lance Keller. Northridge in the black and white. Bountiful in the home white and red. Excuse me. Little pregame meal there, disrupting the call. How about those glossy helmets for Bountiful, Tim?
They weren't wearing those on Monday, so they could be the season debut for those guys.
Well, when they get the ball, we'll get into that. Here's Northridge, as they will have this up top here with Charlie Wren. Wanted to work that over to Reichley Chaston. Thought about that. We'll send this back up here with Wren. Leading goal scorer for Northridge coming in to the game on the year is Michael Olson, the senior, 8 goals, 7 assists. They do have Lance Keller. He's got the 4. Brigham Tate with 4 as well. The shot here early is backed up here by Northridge. Want to remind you, the clock on your screen is unofficial. At times we start it early, stop it late, as we do our best to keep it synced up with the official clock here in the stadium. Finding a little lane there, shot. And that one did not make its way through. Now Bountiful looking to clear.
Good offensive set there by Northridge. Really pleased with those shot selections. A little bit of a tongue twister there.
Oh, nice interception there by one of the long poles here for Northridge. Was coming back was Stratton Fung, one of the sophomores. We're talking about some of the youth. In fact, Coach Keller said, I've got all my long poles are sophomores this year, but he's been pleased with their effort and maturation in the early part of the season. Is Bountiful coming back up with this in the middle. Tim, you talk about those helmets. I was down on the field before the game, and the whole team kind of walked over to the shed, and then there was a big uproar. And so it would not surprise me if it was like, yes, hey, guys, we got a little something special tonight.
Yes, I love it.
Trying to split the defense here. That was Mike Olson. Bountiful trying to come away with it as Theo Holt has it here for the Redhawks.
Always love the chrome helmets. Really cool. They just pop.
They do pop. Oh, space here coming right up is Alsop. He's going to take the shot and score. Boy, how about that look from Dawson Alsop? No one stops the ball there, Tim.
Yeah, you can see on this replay here, he just gets the ball. You can see Northridge subbing off, creating the uneven advantage, and he just takes advantage of it, goes straight in, freight train down the middle. Excellent shot.
Unofficially the second goal of the year for Dawson Alsop. He's one of their face-up guys. He and Ty Morrell have both kind of split duties as Alsop will come out for this one. But good start there for Bountiful. And you talk about that sub maybe opening up the opportunity for the Redhawks to score the first goal of the game.
And that's a fundamental mistake there by Northridge, right? It's not advised to sub on defense.
Battle here, and Bonnie's on the turf. This will be Northridge. This might go the other way there. Near side here, they'll send back up here with Wren. Olsen will come gather this. Micah. Boy, look at that slide. Had 3 defenders around him. Is Northridge able to back this up? Reichly. Back at X. Wrapping around, trying to fed in front. That pass was just a touch behind the cutter as it will roll through and back to Bountiful.
Another great offensive set there from Northridge, taking it to X, inverting there. Just missed on that pass, but right idea.
Yeah, great idea. Bountiful pushing ahead here with Harrison Barlow. Gives this back over with Holt, fed in front. Boy, look at that aggressive play by the Keep Kendall. Nice job there by the sophomore.
Yeah, just matching sticks there on that doorstep dunk. Excellent goalie play.
So Northridge here trying to work up through the middle. That pass a little too tall to catch cleanly. Now Bountiful right back on it. Redhawks coming ahead here with Barlow. Excuse me, that is not Barlow. That's Carter Terry. I thought that was 29. My apologies there to Bountiful's leading scorer, one of the senior attackmen for this Red Hawk roster. Bowman coming on, has it here. Working away from that screen, little lane here, left-handed shot. And misses the mark, and this is won by Northridge.
Smart back up there by the pole, knowing that ball was going to go out and just immediately started to jump, winning that ball back.
Bountiful trying to make advance real tricky through the middle there. That's the second time, Tim, where they've been able to kind of muck up the lanes and force a turnover.
Yeah, they're just dropping all their attackmen back to that 50-yard line, which then creates just a half field and all your defenses there. It's a great strategy for the ride. For Northridge, they just got to be patient, find where the mismatch is, and they should be fine.
Easton Lowe being patient here. Working to the left, Bowman. Gives it back to the screener. And Smoot trying to feed in front. That intercepted. Some speed here in transition now for the Knights as they play ahead here with Cy Nielsen.
Northridge very content to slow this one down.
Yeah.
Right? They want to have those long possessions. And it's paid dividends so far, just haven't been able to connect on the passes and find the back of the net.
Here's Badeau. Talk about the youth. Another one of the sophomores. This roster has a ton of them. Badeau feeding in front, and it found its way through. That shot, boy, just missed. Good idea there by Northridge.
We saw a couple of those plays last night, Dane, where it's intended for player A and ends up at player B, and they were able to capitalize on it. So just, we harp on this every time. I think he shoots that low, and that one goes in.
Badeau here at the point. Play over. Wren. Wyatt. Boy, hard contact there. Gives over. Stepping up, shot into goal. Boy, what a strike. They're going top corner. How about the placement by Mike Olsen for his first of the game?
And on this replay, you'll just see textbook offense. You draw that slide, move the ball to the next guy, and then just a step down shot. That's great offense right there.
Boy, interesting there. You slide off of their leading goal scorer, and that secondary slide not there quickly enough, and Olsen able to take advantage.
And that's just good offense, right? You want midfielders that can draw the slide. You saw there, he just bodied up his first man, so the help decided to go, and that second slide just wasn't there.
Another face-off win here by Northridge. We saw a great specialist face-off guys last night for Wasatch, and Lance Keller add his name to the list. He is awfully talented as well. I think just has one face-off loss on the season through a couple games. Here's some space, stepping up, shot there, and another goal. Back-to-back goals here by Northridge, and this time Mike Olsen starting to finish for the Knights.
So the other way you can create offense, Dane, is to just run fast, right? And that's what he does here. Notices he has a little bit of space, just gets into that alley, hits that top shelf. Great shot.
I feel like that defense was kind of coming up and maybe overcommits to versus the speed he already had going, right?
Exactly, and I think they were honestly waiting for them to possess, which they've done throughout this whole quarter.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden it's, hey, this guy's going full bore. I better go guard him.
So back-to-back goals here by Northridge, taking the lead, and another face-off win here by the Knights. Lance getting the touch there, rolling this across, and that one could not be possessed, turned over. See if Bountiful can answer. Trying to feed in front, that knocked down by Jack Hall. Terry had it momentarily, but couldn't hold on to it very long. Ground ball here in the middle. And we've got a hold. Yeah? It'll be Bountiful possession.
Yep.
Here's Alsop. Lone goal scorer for Bountiful. Gets past that first defender. This one, couldn't tell if that hit the defender or if it got through and was saved by Kendall.
I think that might have found a shin of a defender.
Bountiful starting. Terry coming around, shot there, missed it wide. Well, that's a good rip.
It is. It's a good little look off the inbound, and then a great backup by Bountiful.
Here is Carter Terry. Work into the middle, had a step shot there and a goal. Carter Terry going cross goal. How about placement here from Terry?
Yep, great play. It just starts up top, gets ahead of steam, works to his left, and then just hits that on the run. Great placement.
Eighth goal on the year for Carter Terry. How about Lance Keller there? Huh? Not only a faceoff guy, he's got some moves.
Why not? He's just having fun.
Get a little Michael Jackson going here.
If Michael Jackson doesn't make you move, I don't know what will. That's what they say, at least.
Is that what they weird enough, I think the first cassette tape I ever bought was Michael Jackson.
Oh, love it. Do you still have it?
No. No. It was the Bad album.
Sure.
Yeah. That was it. Swept up here for the Redhawks. Feller. Played that ahead. Could not connect. This will head back to Northridge. Trickling down as Vieira. We'll play this back here with Holt. Inside 3 minutes here in this opening quarter, 2 apiece. Low. Oh, nice little stick check there to poke that away. Oh, man, tough angle. Carter Terry again with the Bountiful goal.
You know, Dane, this is just what he brings to the game. Starts at X, goes ISO on his man, just a nice spin move, and then gets his hands free right at GLE. That's a next level play, right? That's something you see at the college level. Great goal by Terry.
We saw him previous kind of pull that up, to maybe that 8-10 yard mark. That time he's right at the crease, able to slip it past.
It's a low angle,
Yeah.
and the goalie maybe not necessarily expecting it. But, man, you have to be so accurate on that shot, and he is.
Kind of played to space there, but Bountiful coming in to gather it. Here's Terry kind of settling things up here for Bountiful. Working to his left, see that help coming, and that one just smothered. Kendall tracked that well. Didn't get the clean save, but able to knock it down and eventually capture it here for the Knights.
That's a great look. Great shot. But, yeah, better save.
Looking up through the middle. Double team, forcing a loose ball here. Boy, hard check in the middle. Redhawks coming up with it. That was put on by Satuala. Lapika plays over, one-on-one, little ground shot and a goal.
Great transition play there by Bountiful. Starts at the midfield line with the takeaway. And then you just see here they get numbers, and then just an easy on-the-crease finish for the Redhawks.
How about the physical play there by Lapika Satuala, the junior? That all starts with that check. Both teams kind of battling for possession. And
yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's part of Bountiful's ride. They've been riding really well this game. If Northridge wants to get it, they got to figure that out.
3 unanswered goals scored here by Bountiful. One of the things, talking before the game, staffs were saying this has always been kind of a physical battle between these two programs, and it has started out that way here in this first quarter. As this one rolling through, and it'll be Bountiful possession. Did you see that call, Tim?
He's calling a loose ball push.
Okay.
But that's a tough one.
Up for interpretation.
Yeah.
And we're going to get a timeout here taken by Bountiful. So a 4-2 lead for the Redhawks here in the final minute of the first half. They have it, looking for more. You're watching KSL Sports Rewind's Game of the Week, presented by Tab Bank. Look good, feel good, play good. And Tribal West Lacrosse will get your team looking good. Swing by and check out how they can outfit your team with the best gear to help them play their best. We're all in this together, and Tribal West is here to support the lacrosse community wherever you are. Visit them at 9860 South, 700 East in Sandy, or online at tribalwest.com. Welcome back. Of course, want to thank our sponsors who make this possible, including Tribal West Lacrosse. Folks, they are more than just player sales. They do team sales. They also have an online storefront, and they even offer free shipping if you're in the state of Utah. Use the promo code FREESHIP26, that's FREESHIP26, to get free shipping to anywhere in-state from Tribal West. I want to thank Tribal West Lacrosse for sponsoring KSL Sports Rewind coverage of boys and girls lacrosse all year long.
And if you go there, take a shot in the cage, try to get the fastest shot for your age group.
Yeah.
And then you got to get a ball from the Great Ball Machine.
It's a really cool store, folks. Check it out in Sandy. And, of course, you can also check them out online if you can't make it down there, but it's worth a trip.
Absolutely.
Bountiful out of the timeout here. They've had a really good response after going down 2-1, and despite some early face-off consistent wins for Northridge, they've kind of battled back from the spot and got around that first offender. Shot here is wide, and this backed up by the Redhawks. Alsop plays this up. That slide coming, turn away from it. Bounce shot, changing angles, able to score. Boy, a little change up. They're off the dirt for the Redhawks, 5-2.
And just a great play. Runs hard to his right. Nice little spin there as he sees the slide coming. And then the perfect bounce shot. You'd want it to just hit that top pipe off the bounce. Nearly impossible for a goalie to save. Great shot placement there.
14 seconds left. And boy, if you're Northridge, you'd love to get kind of a quick goal here to kind of quell some of the momentum that Bountiful's been building over the last 5 minutes or so.
Absolutely. Definitely need a face-off win. Even if you get a good shot on goal,
yeah,
that'll pay dividends later.
Keller trying to get there, still on the ground. The push will give it here to Northridge. 6 seconds to go. They'll give over to Olsen, and don't know they'll get a shot away. That will do it for this opening quarter. 4 unanswered goals scored by Bountiful as they take a 5-2 lead over the Knights here at Bountiful High School. Start of the second quarter. Bountiful leading Northridge 5-2. Dane Stewart, Tim Haslam here with you. Tim, I thought Northridge started this game really well, but those last couple of minutes, Bountiful felt like they really settled in to what they want to do here, and you see the difference on the scoreboard as a result.
Absolutely, and I think it starts at the faceoff X. Northridge was winning those first faceoffs and able to possess for a long time, and it hasn't gone their way the last few, and that's really gone, shown on the scoreboard, like you said, for Bountiful.
Bountiful here with a face-off win to start this second quarter. It is interesting because it doesn't feel like we've had a lot of alternating possessions in this game. It feels like the team that's kind of won the face-off has kind of established some possession. And Bountiful starting the second quarter with that very fact, as I think this is Alsop working back from behind goal. Take an angled shot here that Kendall able to pluck out of the air.
It's a little ambitious, especially when you've got a guy who hasn't recovered, just a couple more passes, and I think you get a better shot.
Yeah, you're kind of far out. Defense really doesn't have to move a ton. This is where Bountiful's been really good, though. They have really made these clears tough for Northridge.
They haven't, and they're not doing anything super crazy. They're just bringing their attackmen all the way back and then stuffing up the middle. And Northridge just unable to figure it out.
Alsop here working around the check there of Olsen. This thrown to space as Weeks coming up with it for the Knights. Feels like the first time in a while Northridge has now got an offensive possession.
Yep, and so if you're Coach Keller, you just want to see something sustained that leads to something good, right? Again, doesn't necessarily have to be a goal at this point in the game, but that would be nice.
It'd be great if you're a Northridge fan. Here's Chaston. Back with Wren. Reichley again. Trying to split 3 defenders there. Jarred loose. Feels like Bountiful is really keyed in defensively, Tim. Playing very well as a unit.
Yep. Looked like they were in zone there on that defensive set as well. Just forcing Northridge to find a shot and unable to do it.
Trying to feed one through for Terry. Able to keep that in the corner. What a job there by Terry keeping this in. Now he's got a little lane here, feeding in front. Can't get a shot away. Northridge, that defense came back down. Terry on it, shot and a goal. He would not give up. And Terry, who kept that play alive in the corner, ends up with it in the back of the net.
I thought he was wise to make that pass on the crease, unable to handle it there. Ball gets kicked literally right to him, and then just a nice lefty rip for the goal.
Hat trick in the first half for Carter Terry. His shooting percentage was just .259 coming into this one. That was lower than I expected, but it's certainly going up here in this first half.
Shooter's got to shoot, Dave.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying I would have thought it would have been higher, right? With how good of a scorer he is. That's
sure.
what I meant.
Sure.
And we've got procedure here. Yeah, this will be Bountiful. I thought I heard an audible, what? So there have been a couple of those for Northridge where they've been a little perplexed at some of the calls in this first half.
It's tricky, Dan. You can see dad and son conversing what happened there out of the face-off X.
Shot here just wide. Picked up by the Redhawks. Here's an angle. That was missed wide again and backed up here.
If Northridge continues to lose face-offs, could be a long night.
Yep. Looking right in front. Stick check there, kind of forced that high on the look there by Holt. Smoot plays in the middle. Now over. A nice little step around there. That hit his own teammate. I think it was Bowman who was in the shooting lane there for Bountiful. Is this one to the corner? Northridge on it. Trying to deal with this Bountiful pressure. And the other thing, if you're Northridge, try to get this ball up a little bit quicker, right? And you see them trying to push it here before that defense can get set. They do to get it ahead here. Here's Reichley. He's feeding in front shot and a save made by Holt. Boy, what a job by Ivan Holt.
Great save. Sees the guy on the crease, knows the ball's going to come to him, just matches sticks. Textbook save there.
And I love Northridge trying to be aggressive there, right?
Yeah,
They've got
absolutely.
an opportunity. It's just a better play made by the junior goalie for Bountiful.
Yep, Northridge definitely had numbers. Was trying to take advantage of it. But, yeah, just a great individual effort there in goal.
Knights back on it here with Charlie Wren. Pressure coming from behind. Wren will slow this up. Feels like Bountiful's been in his own quite a bit tonight, Tim.
Yeah, again, why kind of come out of it? I don't know if it's...
This is a man here, actually.
If it's a true zone, yeah. And they do a nice job kind of equaling the space between their man and the goal for that second slide. And it's a good-looking defense.
Fed up. Here's a rip. Top corner scored by Northridge. Boy, nice looking shot there from Reichley Chaston, his first tonight.
Good ball movement here by the Knights. Get the ball behind at X and then catch that Bountiful defense. Just kind of sucked down a little too far, not able to recover, and then just finds that top shelf. Great shot.
Jason's first tonight and unofficially his first of the year, according to our stat sheet.
Love it. He'll remember that. Face-off change for Northridge.
Yeah, so this will be Cole Kirschman, who's also been pretty good, 679 on the season. Oh, this will be Bountiful ball.
Said he was holding the stick like a chicken wing. Can't do that.
Here's Terry trying to work in front. That defense came up. Nice save. Kendall able to deny it. Bountiful back on it.
Bountiful's had that look a few times in this game already, Dane. Just haven't been able to convert. I suspect we'll see him try it again.
They'll work up. Here's Sagers. Gets it back from Terry. He'll take the shot here. That ringed off the post.
That might have hit both posts.
That's what I think, too. Terry looking in front. There's the finishing goal right in front. Well, you see that defense just creep up, Tim, and you mentioned they've been able to get that ball right in front of the crease a couple times tonight.
Yep, and you'll see here Terry just getting that ground ball, immediately gets his head up, finds the teammate on the crease, and kind of a hockey play, just kind of hockey sticks it in there. Great goal.
Theo Holt there with the goal. Keller going to come out here to take this face off now for Northridge. We talked about Bountiful coming in this one, and the win over Box Elder, the win over Payson. They had 24 goals through their first 2 games. That's a healthy pace. They've got 7 here. We still got 6.5 to go in this first half.
Also, they're only giving up 4 per game. So definitely been balanced in those first 2 wins, and on pace to do the same here.
Northridge able to win this face-off. They give it up. Bountiful now pushing. Here's Terry feeding right in front again, and that was just wide. And this chase won by the Knights. Boy, Kendall may be fortunate on that one, Tim.
Definitely fortunate that the Bountiful's momentum was going away from the goal, because if it was going any other way, it would have gone right in.
And this one lost out again. Another turnover here by Northridge. Little lane right in front, and that taken away by Kendall. Able to get down, prevent that low shot from beating him. Well, I got to get this up. Penalty flag coming in here. You saw the check to the head there, kind of the swing. Is that what this is, Tim?
Yep, slash. That is definitely a slash.
So this will be our first man-up situation of the game.
Yeah, it's been a clean game.
Yeah.
For sure.
This will be on Black, so he'll be off for a minute. Chance for us to see this man-up offense here for Northridge. Long shot there. Boy, that's a quick call.
Quick call to give that to the goalie. Not saying it wasn't the right one, but definitely a quick call. And if you're Northridge, you gotta have a guy a couple steps behind you.
Yeah, I mean everything is 15,
Yep.
18 yards out.
Yep.
Bountiful here with possession. They can take the rest of the time on this penalty off. Do you have to get this up? You see Holt here. He's jogging back behind. As we approach the 4-minute mark here in this second quarter. 7-3, the lead here for the Redhawks. Bountiful back to even. You see the attack here. That shot did not make its way through. Ground ball being swept up. Northridge trying to possess cleanly. Bountiful, boy, they're just physical, aren't they?
They are great on the ride. They do not want to let Northridge get anywhere near that midfield when they have the ball.
And a flag coming in on this play. As we'll get our first penalty here on the Knights. This will be Jack Hall serving time.
30-second push. That's one of those calls, Dane, that depends on the ref sometimes, right? Some will call that, some won't. Depends on the night, but regardless, we have a push.
So Bountiful, first look at their man-up offense. As you mentioned, just 30 seconds. Wrapping around here, that shot was high and backed up. Terry with a rip and a shot, his 4th goal today. Carter Terry once again.
Whenever Terry has the ball, I think that he's going to go try to find his top side. As you see here, how many times have we seen him in that space with the ball, this time taking the shot. Excellent shot placement. If you're Northridge, you just got to get in front of him, make him go to his right hand.
Boy, and that one, I mean, it looks like Kendall, just very little reaction. That ball just jumps on him so fast.
Yep. Great release by Terry. So what you can tell that he's practiced that, right? Outside of practice. That's something that comes from just hours and hours on the field, sometimes by yourself, just rep after rep after rep.
This will be Northridge possession. Jason. And this is one again here by Bountiful. Boy, they've been good on those chases.
Bountiful playing with a ton of energy right now. Hustling off the field, hustling for those win backs off the end line. Just great overall play right now.
With their physicality. I mean, this looks like a very, very complete Bountiful team here in 5A. We saw one of those last night in Wasatch in their win on the road at Mountain Ridge.
I mean, if you're not excited for 5A, I don't know what you're excited for.
This is Sailor Bowman, the junior.
Taking a page out of Terry's book, just finding space. And just look at this effort, full speed, nice low pipe placement. Again, that's how you practice them, Dane.
A little tough there. I mean, Kendall's almost being screened.
Yeah.
And just tough situation. We talk about kind of defenses not being able to catch up with some of those full speed runs we saw earlier for Northridge in that opening quarter. And this time it's Bowman able to take advantage of his speed.
And I thought Kendall was in the right spot. Again, it was just great placement to find that far pipe.
Inside 3 to go. Keller with a face-off win. See where Northridge looks for the offense. Now what is an 8-1 run for Bountiful. Flag coming on here. This will be an offside call, so Bountiful will bring a guy on anyway. Shot here and beats Holt. How about that? I think maybe went 5-hole here, Tim.
It definitely looked like the 5-hole. Let's see if we can catch it on the replay. But yeah, just great movement here. Flag down. Sometimes the defense maybe doesn't try as hard, and you get the hands free and just a nice shot and goes in the back of the net.
Micah Olson scoring his 3rd goal of the game. That will wave off that flag.
And on the face-off for Bountiful, number 4, Dawson Alsop.
Just a little over 2 minutes to go here in this second quarter. If you're Northridge, you get maybe another goal or two, get some confidence going again, heading into the break could go a long way.
Absolutely. These next few face-offs are going to be key for Northridge if they want to have a chance in this one.
And yeah, the push there. We'll give this to Bountiful. Here's Easton Lowe as Alsop comes off here for the Redhawks. Sailor Bowman coming up. Yeah, you talk about 5A, Tim. We mentioned this last night. Obviously, we saw Wasatch, know how good they are. Judge up in 5A this year. Park City, Olympus. Played a lot of youth last year. Hoping that experience will pay dividends for them. Alta, very good in 5A as well. Obviously, this Bountiful team as well.
Back-to-back state champs, Brighton. Yep. It's going to be a battle.
Yes, it will. Of course, Brighton in this same region with Bountiful. Terry working to his left shot here. That was missed wide and backed up. To the cutter, and it capitalizes in the back of the net. This one scored by the Redhawks. William Smoot, yes.
I love nothing more than an inbound play, Dean, right? Just pushing hard there, able to find the cutter down the middle. defense is kind of sleeping because it's on that inbound. And just a great heads-up play there by Bountiful to find the cutter.
Maybe the first goal of the year for the junior Will Smoot as well.
It's always good to get that monkey off your back, right? Get that first goal.
Tell you, the depth of scoring Bountiful is displayed tonight. I've got 6 different goal scorers on their 10 goals. You'll take that.
Absolutely. Yeah, and I mean, that's the sign of a well-rounded team, right? You've got one guy who's usually getting 30% of your goals, and then you've got a group of other guys getting the rest.
Another face-off win here for the Redhawks. This followed up there by Harrison Barlow. Sending this across, a shot there that was deflected coming out. Bountiful tracks it down as we approach 30 seconds remaining in the half. Here's Tidwell. Gives the clock a quick check here. To his right. Cuts through that slide. Shot here and a goal. Boy, how about the elusiveness there, Tim?
I think he was surprised himself that he made it that far into the defense. Beats his man, does a nice little move there, another zigzag back, and then just finds himself one-on-one with the goalie from 5 yards out. And, you're going to bury that one every time.
So Bountiful who gets the late goal, late pair of goals here in this first half, a pair in the final minute. Pushing it up to a 7-goal lead.
I mean, if you're Northridge, you have to win this. You can't let them, because if Bountiful wins, they're going to go try to score as quickly as they can, and you just can't afford that.
Alsop stepping in here for the Redhawks. And Procedure will give it here to Bountiful. Here they come. Alsop works to Terry. His shot goes top corner once again. It's like the same goal.
It's deja vu for sure. You see Terry just able to get once again to his left hand right where he wants it and just finds that hash. Geez, that's a good shot.
That only took him 10 seconds.
Again, that's why you got to win that faceoff, right? You can't go early. That's brutal for Northridge. And Bountiful, good on them for taking advantage of it.
This will be Northridge awarded the possession. Can they get one final look? Trying to feed that right in front of the cage. Was looking for Nielsen. And that will do it for the half. A big second quarter for Bountiful. A 7-2 advantage. And the Redhawks take a 12-5 or 12-4 lead into the locker room here at the half. Ready to start our second half. Bountiful leading Northridge 12-4. Dane Stewart, Tim Haslam with you. Tim, we made mention of it at the half as we were talking, just the stretch Bountiful's been able to go on here, both with face-off wins on the offensive end as well. It's playing very, very comfortable, very confident here tonight.
They are, and it does start at that face-off X. They've had really good success against Keller, who's had a great season so far, and that's kind of where it all heads. Once you start winning face-offs consistently and your offense starts churning out goals, you're a freight train running down those tracks, so it's hard to stop.
And we've got another procedure here. This will give it to Northridge. That has been kind of a rarity when we've had those calls off the face-off. Usually it's been headed the way of Bountiful. As this one lost right in front of the crease, and Bountiful with it now looking to clear. Another quick possession here for the Knights as Bountiful pushing this ahead into the offensive zone. Your unofficial scoring leaders for the Redhawks, 5 for Carter Terry, 3 for Theo Holt. A couple other Redhawk goals as this one's saved by Kendall. Does a nice job there to shut it down for this Northridge D. And now looking for the long clear near side with Charlie Wren. A whistle here. A late flag. Offside?
He originally signaled offsides. I wonder, maybe just an inadvertent whistle. It's still early season for all of us, Dane.
Yeah.
Refs included.
Well, commentators too. That's.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, I do. I've got a couple of them thus far tonight, Tim.
That's okay.
We do have a player here in the box for Bountiful. Looks like it may be Tidwell serving this. Yep.
Huh. Must have been just maybe a little sloppy around the box area as players were coming on and off the field, and the ref caught him.
So here's a man-up opportunity here for the Knights. Start this third quarter. Everything's still just outside. It's been tough for them to penetrate this Bountiful defense.
It has. Bountiful's being disciplined on that defensive end, getting into their zones, staying in their lanes.
Long shot there that's tracked down by Holt. The combination of the length and physicality by this Bountiful D has made it tricky. Bountiful coming ahead. It's gathered by Theo Holt as the final seconds on this penalty ticking off. And back to even strength. Tidwell, nice move. He'll take a shot there. Might have been deflected. Had something on the field there.
Yeah,
Did the ref taken care of?
Did the ref pick up something?
Maybe kick something into the netting. I'm not sure. Redhawks setting up here again. Alsop coming near side. Alsop thought about it. Terry. And there were whistles before. That's an illegal screen. That goal will not count.
We saw that a lot last night too, Dane. Probably 4 or 5 illegal screens called last night. So the refs here in the state really cracking down on that if they see any movement. And again, like we talked about last night, it's tricky because if a guy runs into you, you're going to move, but the refs are kind of seeing that as you moving, and it's tricky.
Northridge got to get this up. That's rolling in the box. Bountiful coming over. Boy, friendly contact there. Forces that out of play. It'll be Northridge possession.
Just need to communicate that one clearly. Again, early season mistake. We won't be seeing that, come May.
So Olsen here for the Knights, taking it back behind goal. Starting at X, tough angle. I think maybe a pass there. Northridge able to maintain it here as Nielsen had come up. Jason, a couple flags in on the play here as Bountiful will possess, but that will draw the whistles, and now we'll get the call as Northridge going to go man up here once again.
I think we, on this man-up opportunity for Northridge, we'd just like to see a little bit more ball movement. Bountiful is playing in a 3-2, so they're leaving those goal line extended wings with a little bit of space. So if Northridge can just move that ball a little quicker, get it down to those GLE spots, then I think they'll get a good look.
Slash here, the call. So 1 minute man up here for Northridge. You talked about it, Tim, the way that they're setting up. They do have players kind of at that GLE area. Skipped across. Everything staying up top. Tried to feed that one. That pass couldn't be connected, and they'll turn it over.
Again, I don't love a skip pass on his own defense, but
Yeah.
it almost connected and would have been a great opportunity there for the Knights.
Instead, Bountiful here with possession can work off the rest of this 40 seconds or so. As Redhawks able to work this up here with Theo Holt. You can see Terry here just content to let time come off. And penalty time is over. Bountiful back to even strength. Here's Terry. Getting to a spot.
That's much better defense there by Northridge on Terry.
He'll work to his right here. A little bounce shot is wide. Backed up here. Low. Boy, they are shifty, aren't they?
They are. They're very athletic. Love to see it on that offensive end. That's definitely going to pay dividends for them as the season progresses.
Boy, tough spot there as Coombs was trying to just kind of shift that ahead.
Going to get an interference call on Bountiful.
Northridge coming ahead. Room here. Shot taken away at the feet by Holt.
Great save by Holt.
Ivan Holt. That kind of a game between the pipes for Bountiful is able to get back and smother that one.
He's been playing really well, and then just a loose ball scrum there in the middle. Bountiful with the push will stay with Northridge.
Northridge trying to take advantage. That one maybe caught Holt in the foot.
He reacted that way for sure.
Yep.
Those are stingers.
Nielsen being hassled by Christian Black back at X. Northridge now coming up. They've got Wren. Instead, Olsen here with it near side. Trying to turn in the middle. Draws a couple defenders. Shot here, taken away again.
It's good ball movement there by Northridge, right? Just able to draw those slides again like we've talked about. Great pass, but Holt up to the challenge, and he's hyped.
Yes, he is. Ground ball gathered here by the Knights. Yeah, that one had trouble written all over it. That double team came, forced it loose.
Another great ride here by Bountiful. Great clear, too.
They've got some room to work now. That pass just a touch behind Holt. Will roll out. Boy, we played 7.5 minutes of this third quarter, no goals.
No goals. Great goalie play by both squads.
That one thrown in between a couple of teammates and out of play.
Again, it's that ride, Dane.
Yep. That in front, quick trigger, and that one just fought off.
Great positioning by Kendall. Comes out of the crease a little bit, narrows that angle that for Bountiful and makes the save.
Trying to feed in front. It's disrupted. And this will be a loose ball push and head to Northridge.
Feels like Northridge wants to come and take that momentum. They want to come in there, but Bountiful just persistent and not allowing that to happen.
Oof. Long shot here, bouncer, then the chase once again by Holt. He's got, what, 3 or 4 wins?
At least, yeah. And again, if you're Northridge, I'd like to see if you had numbers. It was a 6-on-4 matchup there, but
and it's a 15, 18-yard shot again.
Opted to just pull up instead of moving the ball. And again, the opportunity to gain that momentum is there, but Bountiful just able to take it right back.
And some of that is when Northridge just set it up, it's been hard to find any room to work, right? So you feel like I've got to take advantage if I've got a little seam or a little lane now, but
yeah, exactly. That's just, the scarcity mentality. There's a little time left, but in reality, 15 minutes left in this game.
Yep. Again, kind of working through, and a change-up goal scored here by Bountiful. Again, that shiftiness playing dividends for the Redhawks as Lowe scoring his first of the game.
Yep, you'll see Lowe just take the ball here up top, get past his man. Slide doesn't come in the right position, and kind of a knuckleball that finds the back of the net.
And how many times have we seen that slide maybe coming and that late step by Bountiful, maybe using that aggressive slide against this Northridge defense?
Absolutely. They've done that several times, and again, it just speaks to their agility and their field awareness. Seeing those slides come and just taking advantage of it. And then if you're Northridge, great film to go back and review and say, hey, if you're to the right a yard and a half, you can get that.
Now you want to see Kendall here limping off.
That knee's been taped all season. When I went and watched them last week play Layton, Keller had his knee taped up as well. So probably not been 100% yet this season, but still played well in those first 2 games. Hasn't played completely terrible today, but definitely not up to his standard.
Boy, it's hard for him to put a lot of weight on that. Sure, they'll probably take a look at it. Northridge here on the offensive end, trying to find a little success. There you go. Top shelf. Nice fit there for the Knights.
Yep, just start the ball here at X. And again, Dane, when you're in this position, just got to beat your man. Takes advantage of some tricky defensive positioning and pays the price for it in the end, but I think he'll be happy with the goal.
Couldn't see who scored that for Northridge. My apologies. This face-off, won by Alsop. Fed in front, and Bountiful with the immediate answer. As they've done all game, just that quick passing sets up Holt in front of the goal.
Yep, you'll see the face-off win here. Just takes it down. The whole Northridge team chasing him, just finds player right in front there for Lowe. Great goal.
Keller coming back out here to take this face-off. It's hard. You're a senior, and you recognize, you don't have very many of these left.
Absolutely, and you want to get out there. You want to help your team, kind of that warrior mentality. See if you can win this and then get it off to the offense.
Alsop. Alsop here taking this back behind. My apologies there. Keller there to defend. Oh, boy, just lost his footing. And this one just stays in. Lance with it here. And we're going to get a timeout. Taking here. No, I thought. Yeah. It's early for all of us, Tim. Timeout, Northridge. We'll step aside, be back. You're watching KSL Sports Rewind's Game of the Week. Tribal West Lacrosse is your local destination for all things lacrosse. From outfitting players to supporting team sales, Tribal West has everything you need to get your child or team ready for lacrosse season. Come by and test your shot in our shooting cage and check out the great ball machine. We've been here from the start and we'll be here for you. Support your tribe at Tribal West Lacrosse at 9860 South, 700 East in Sandy. Northridge possession out of this timeout. As Olsen here's Chasen. Everything being forced out here again. Olsen has 3 goals today that lead the way for Northridge. Nice little move, feeding back door. Beautiful looking offense there for the Knights.
It's just simple offense, Dane. And that's all you got to do if you're Northridge. You know, this one may be out of reach, but just keep playing hard. Draw those slides. Great backside look. So tough for the goalie, any goalie, to get that. And they take advantage of it.
You know, that's kind of the ball movement we've talked about, Tim. Everything's been kind of so much on the outside, but once you kind of beat that outside defender, you bring help and able to connect. Executed well. As we're inside, a minute to go. And a push here, we'll give it to Bountiful. Feels like whenever Northridge has tried to build momentum, Bountiful's been there to kind of bang, bang, get a quick goal or two.
They definitely have, you know, and credit to them. Just a sign of a mature team, not letting the opponent get in their heads and get a run.
Terry, he's got room. He'll take the shot, and that hit off the crossbar.
Great shot by Terry, just inches away from finding that top shelf. Again, if you're Northridge, you gotta know who has the ball and know that he's going to go left, right?
Yep.
I should say left, correct?
Quick step here by Tidwell, lost it. The Knights maybe with an opportunity here for a late goal in this third quarter.
He doesn't know how much time's left.
They won't get a look. This one trickling out, kept in. And with that, the horn sounds. 14-6 through 3 as we head to the fourth quarter here at Bountiful High School. Tribal West Lacrosse has been a part of the lacrosse community here since the beginning. But you don't have to live in Salt Lake to enjoy their wide selection of gear, including team sales. Visit their online store at tribalwest.com and use the promo code FREESHIPUTAH26 to get free shipping to anywhere in Utah. We are Utah Lacrosse. Support your tribe at Tribal West Lacrosse. Start of our fourth quarter. Bountiful leading Northridge 14-6. An impressive night for the Redhawks. Northridge with a maybe a late opportunity in that third. See if we can get some momentum here. Is this ball trickling near side and kind of left there for help. Bountiful coming up with it.
Bountiful's done really well at getting to those 50-50 ground balls.
Yeah.
Winning that battle for sure.
Fed in front once again. Nice save made there by Kendall. He was fired up after that one. Alsop Able to secure it. Space here for Tidwell. Fed to the middle. And now Northridge with some physicality. Force another ground ball here.
I think if you're Coach Keller, you tell your team, hey, 0-0, guys.
Yeah, keep battling.
Go out there and play. Let's win this next quarter. They face East on Friday.
Yep.
Which I think will be another great battle for them. And don't lose that one here tonight either.
Shot there is just wide. Yeah, you talk about Northridge has to play East, and that's no easy task. Bountiful is going to go up to Park City. So you want to talk about difficult. Both these teams having challenging schedules here this week.
Yeah, absolutely. And, if you're Bountiful, you want to take as much momentum as you can into that Park City game, whatever that looks like, because they will be a tough test.
Yes, they will. This pass disrupted. Northridge here to clear. Nice ball movement there. Murphy able to bring this ahead. Here's Tate. Jason taking this back to X here. But that Bountiful defense just continuing to be suffocating. Is coming out of the crease there to smother and peel it back in. That's not easy to do either.
Not easy to do when you got two guys looking down, waiting for that, just any free space that they have there.
Bountiful able to work ahead, right in front, and a save made by Kendall. Maybe his finest of the evening.
Big save. Those are two doorstep saves back-to-back for Kendall. A great way to get momentum, get back in a game, is to have a hot goalie.
And he's just a sophomore.
Yeah.
Tough shot there. It's saved on the other side, and now we have a late penalty flag thrown in here. This will be Northridge going to go man up.
Looked a little late, especially up 8 with 9 minutes left in the game.
Tim, obviously we have this game going on. A lot of great action going around on this Wednesday evening. What else you seeing?
Oh, little out-of-town scores, Dane.
Okay.
This one comes from California. Snow Canyon.
Yes.
Los Alamitos 13, Snow Canyon 5. So a tough break there for Snow Canyon. Harriman 13-5 over Maple Mountain. Timpanogos 26-0 over Hillcrest, and that's all that's been reported so far.
That one lost. They were trying to get that up to GLE. Terry? Gotta be patient here. As we approach the 8-minute mark here in regulation. Mentioned that Harriman team, Tim. They've got Corner Canyon this week. That'll be an interesting one in 6A. As a little spin move put on here, back to X. And that one disrupted into the crease for Northridge.
A couple intriguing games, too, coming up on Friday. Skyridge Riverton. Both teams undefeated. Another
know
6A matchup.
You like that Riverton team.
So far. And then Skyridge, went to California, went 3-0 there.
Well, they returned so much from that group last year that was loaded.
Yeah, and they're playing well already. So that one will be a fun game to watch. We've talked about Bountiful Park City. You mentioned the Harriman game against Corner Canyon. Should be a good one. Westfield Alta, maybe a sneaky game.
Sneaky game.
Westfield 0-3, but they held Judd. They lost by 1 to Judge last night. Just 1, 7-6. Lost to Olympus 9-2, lost to Brighton. So they played the top level of 5A
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
And then Alta, always a perennial quarterfinal team at least. And so that'll be a good one too. Wasatch Lone Peak. That'll be a fun one.
That'll be a fun one.
Yeah. And then, the main event on Friday night, Brighton Judge. Should be
A lot of people looking forward to that game. I'm one of them.
Absolutely.
Of course, for Judge, then they'll have to back that up with a game we'll have next week, take on Juan Diego.
Yep, on St. Patrick's Day, the two Catholic schools going head-to-head on St. Patrick's Day. Pretty cool.
That one, they played for a state title last year.
Yep.
And, great, healthy rivalry between those two.
Yep.
With Juan Diego's opening night upset over Corner Canyon, there's a lot of anticipation for that battle.
A little bit more at stake.
Yep.
For that one.
Shot here, taken away there by Kendall again. Nice outlet here for the Knights.
The principal of Judge played at Judge.
Okay.
Coached at Juan Diego to
Ooh.
their, I think he won 3 titles there.
Okay.
And then is now back as the principal at Judge. So that adds to it as well.
Yes, it does. That's awesome.
It's a fun rivalry. That's why we ultimately picked that one.
Yep.
Instead of the Brighton Judge game, because we really wanted to see that Juan Diego Judge game. And then on top of it, it's just, it's on St. Patrick's Day. Wonder if they wear green socks.
Well, Northridge, they've got green in the color schemes, right? Or Juan Diego.
That's true. Yeah.
This one out of play. We'll head back here to Northridge. Still battled. I mean, we talked about that third quarter, Tim. Didn't have a lot of offense in the first, 2/3 of that quarter. We don't have any goals here in the first 2/3 of this fourth either.
It's because the goalies have just been lights out.
Yeah.
They decided that they weren't going to allow any goals in this fourth quarter.
That one lost. Bountiful able to possess. Burst here. I think this is Vieira for the Redhawks. This one into space. Bountiful will track this down. Terry. Nice. Back behind the goal. They're able to knock that down. Northridge trying to bring this up. Here's Terry. As we approach the 4-minute mark here in our fourth. Carter, there's that lane, hits a post again off the crossbar.
We mentioned the goalies playing well. The crossbar.
It's been very well placed tonight.
2-0 against Terry.
Well, we've probably had, 4 or 5 ringers tonight?
Yeah, there was the one that hit both pipes, which is very rare. So, yeah, the goal's in top season form here.
Terry there quick to step in, realizing that count was going. Working to his left again. Shot here, saved by Kendall. Right in front of the crease for the battle. Ground ball. And Bountiful had it. Missed that just wide and backed up here by Northridge.
Good opportunity there for the Redhawks. Unable to find the back of the net, but that's okay.
Green across the middle. Want to come near side. That shot had a defender right in the way. Might have deflected off of him. Backed up. Quick shot. And that save, no. Yes, that was off the side. My apologies.
Looked like that was going right back into the net.
Yes, it did. Holt able to quickly find that. As Bountiful here working to clear as we approach 2.5 to go. Watt. Give up with Terry. Impressive showing by Bountiful. We talk about this region, obviously without Olympus. Shot there was missed wide. Backed up will stay here. Brighton as well. It's going to be another real battle of a year here in Region 6.
I mean, probably the toughest region, top to bottom.
Yeah, I think so.
In boys lacrosse, for sure. So yeah, great effort here tonight by Bountiful. They played really well. If you're watching this film, you know it's. There you go.
Sticking with it. How about the job there by Theo Holt, who's had himself a game tonight?
Holt just beats his man, gets his own rebound. Finds the back of the net. You gotta love that. Bountiful, though, played, I mean, pretty complete game.
Yeah.
You know, dominated the face-off X, second through fourth quarters. Great goalie play. Terry did what Terry's going to do. And their ride was really, really good.
I was going to say the tone with their physicality, right? It really kind of changed this game. I think once that got introduced, it did kind of change some of the maybe confidence and flow that Northridge tried to get and did have success get going early. There's a flag in here. 1:40 left.
So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see how this momentum carries forward into the game against Park City. And then just ultimately the rest of the schedule. After Park City, they go Bingham, which is, a great matchup as well. And then Syracuse, Lone Peak, East, Davis, Viewmont, and then they get into the region schedule. So lots of great tests left here for Bountiful.
And we talk about this Northridge team, and Coach Keller has really been building this program ever since he got there, and they continue to grow, get better year after year after year. And look, their region, should be very competitive with Bonneville and Box Elder in that region. Westfield, you mentioned them.
Yep. I think it'll come down to Westfield and Northridge fighting for that region.
Ooh, did that cross the line?
I think it did.
It did.
Oh no.
Boy, one that Holt made the initial save, and then as he was trying to clear, just couldn't keep it out.
Yep, makes that initial save, gets placed back, and then as he scoops it, just scoops a little too hard.
You didn't see it here, but his whole defense just went back and was like, hey, bro, you're good.
Yep.
We got you.
Yep. Can't let that ruin what's been a great night for him.
Right. And there will be the push. We'll give this to Bountiful. As we approach the final minute. Oh, that one left. That pass just a touch too tall. Bountiful here working up through Allsop. Looking in front of the goal, and they get another one.
And Matt Enrique with the goal for Bountiful.
Matt Enrique with the Bountiful goal.
Great play there by Allsop, just working his tail off end to end. Finds his man right on the crease, and can't miss those shots. Great goal.
seconds left in the game.
Face off, possessed here by Northridge. Lost again. Bountiful, they've continued to just have a lot of those kind of poke checks all night long.
And it feels like whenever the ball's on the turf, there's 3 Redhawks right there every time. So just great ground ball discipline. Again, Dane, I'm excited to see what this Bountiful team can do in their region. Maybe knock off one of the powerhouses as the season progresses here, because they're only going to get better, right? As each game comes, as they watch the film, they're just going to get better.
And they played pretty good tonight. Really, once they settled in, about the last 4 or 5 minutes of that first quarter, it was all Redhawks as they sail in this one. 16-7 your final score over Northridge. Tim, your final thoughts and a selection of a player of the game.
Player of the game, I'm gonna have to go with Bountiful goalie Holt. Stood on his head, made some really great saves, and I'm gonna give him that because of that last goal that trickled in. He doesn't deserve that, and so I'm gonna give him a player of the game to wipe away that goal.
Love it. Love it. They had a couple players tonight with multiple goals, but Holt had some big saves to really kind of stop that early momentum and really help this Bountiful team get anchored in this one as they get the victory. 16-7, your final score. For everyone here at KSL Sports, for Vince Francis, Tim Haslam, my name is Dane Stewart. Thank you so much for joining us. And come back. We'll have more lacrosse coverage for you, boys and girls, as we will take you all the way through the season right here on KSLSports.com. Of course, I want to thank our sponsors, Tab Bank and Tribal West Lacrosse. Check them out for all your lacrosse needs. Have a great night, everyone. We'll see you next time here on KSL Sports Rewind.